Good afternoon. Well, it's coming 5 o'clock. It's 4:22. I just got back from my shit to go for. Today was busy, man. Holy shit. Really, I haven't yet. Today was really busy. It was really busy today. It was busy, man. Yeah, man. It was busy. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my show I made yesterday. Talked about Sky Source, XANUS, a little bit about the Grayscape. Yeah. But right now, my main focus is going to be XANUS. XANUS is going to be my first movie based off of my novel that I wrote. Obviously for XANUS. It's going to be my first movie based off my book that I wrote, my masterpiece that I wrote. Yeah. I make coffee, so in a good 5 minutes, I'm gonna go upstairs and get my coffee. Yeah. My ear's a bit blocked. What the fuck's going on here? Like, it's good, but it's a bit... I feel a bit of the vibration in my ear when I talk. It's weird. Yeah. So Ivan Zanes is a masterpiece? Oh yeah, it's a masterpiece. It's an amazing book. That's why the case won't control it, man. Yeah. I told you I overheard my stepfather. He was talking about my book. He's like, how the heck can you come up with a story like that, man? Yeah, when they read my book, they were shocked. It's a masterpiece. And my stepmother told me, Ivan, your book is #1. And she said Hollywood will be all over your story, Ivan. Hollywood will love your book, Ivan. She told me that. Hollywood would love your book, Ivan. I know, but I'm not selling out the house. Listen, man, I don't want to be in Hollywood. Yeah. So if I sell out, they'll put me in Hollywood. I see VJ, but me and VJ have to share with the world. We get the public eye fame, but the gays control our money, and we're sharing with the world. VJ's garbage and trash. I'm trash, and we don't get the glowing boob. We don't stay on forever. And our relationship will be destroyed. Our life will be destroyed, man. And that's why I'm not selling. I have the keys. I don't sell to the gates. Well, I sell to the gates when I have my own keys. The billions I make off the book, I can start my own Sky Source film studio, Bear in Hollywood, and fund my own movie with my own money. Why would I be in Hollywood? I can easily start my own studio, Bear in Hollywood. So, Lord, I sell. I have the keys to the kingdom. No. I have the keys to the kingdom. Yeah. And I want total creative freedom over my book. I don't want the Hollywood executives touching my story, man. I'm scared they're gonna ruin my story. Yeah, if I sell it in Hollywood, the Hollywood companies will not control my brand, and the executives will have the final say in what they want to do for the movie, and they could perhaps ruin my story. Whereas if I don't sell, I get total creative freedom and control over my brand. So whatever I want to do for my movie, I can have it done. And I know what's best for my story because I wrote it. Yeah. I wrote the book, that's why I know what's best for my story. I already have an idea how I want the story to start in my head. I have it all like planned out in my head because I'm very creative. I'm a creative genius. Yeah. Because Ivan, you're creative, yeah. What's your idea, Ivan? It starts off. You get the play menu. You click play. Last was volume 1. You hit play, and you get the copyright. And you get the Sky Source logo. And you get this music. I don't know what I'm thinking of for the music. You get this music, obviously, and the screen goes black, and it says, "Warning: This movie is not for children. Viewer discretion is advised." And I'm thinking something like Prince of Egypt when it goes black. And then it says, "This film was an adaptation based off of the novel series written by Ivan O'Mara." You get the title, "The Last Hope for XANUS." You get this music, and it fades black. Fades black and says this film like Prince of Egypt, the crest in the beginning of Prince of Egypt like that. And it says this is a novel based off. This is an adaptation based off the novel series written by Ivan O'Mara, and you get the title, "The Last Hope for XANUS." And it starts off with the birth of Tacius in XANUS, and Tacius versus walking off the walls. He looks a bit sad. Looking at a sick movie, yeah. He's Ivan, you're fucking great. Yeah, I know. You're looking at a sick movie. That's why I want to co-write Peter, because I have a lot of good ideas for my story. But Peter will also have a lot of good ideas for my story too. And we give each other inputs and then we co-write the script together. Yeah. Some center? Yeah. Creative. And Zane's will be a masterpiece. That's why the gates won't be Ben Ivan. They know how big it's going to be. They don't want you being a multi-billion VJ, man. Crazy people. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I'm envious, man. I don't want you being a multi-billion VJ, man. I'm fucking envious. I don't want you being that rich and being so I'm going to be with VJ. Yeah, they're envious. That's what they want me to sell. They want to destroy my life. Yeah. Get my coffee some guys. Yeah. Yeah, man. All right, how much do you think you'll make off your book? 10 to 14 to 20 billion, but I might make more. I might make 30, I might make 40, I might make 50, I don't know. But my guess is probably 10 to 14 to 20 billion I make off the book. I think like 14, 15 billion I make off the book, or maybe 15 billion I make off the book. A lot of money, man. Billions. And the Gates don't want me being that rich and having that kind of power. You know, Ivan, you with 15 billion in your bank with the keys, the game has a lot of power, man. You can start a lot of business with that money, Ivan. And you have the keys. You open your own door, yeah, I know. But the only business I'm gonna start is Sky's Entertainment. And I might do racing on the side, but the only business I'm gonna start with VJ is Sky's Entertainment. That's it. That's enough money for me, VJ. We don't need more money. Like VJ, I don't wanna like start like 50 businesses and we're stressed out trying to keep track of all the businesses. It's crazy. No, like the money we make off Sky's Entertainment is more than enough. We don't need more money, man. We're making our billions. It's enough. Yeah, we can easily make more, but we're making more enough money off the movie merchant game, man. We're making our brains off that. It's not money for us, right? Yeah. Yeah, if it's more enough money, we don't need more money. Yeah, it's not money, BJ. Since we're making our billions. Yeah. So tired. Oh, today was busy, man. I had to take out a lot of garbage too, man. Today was crazy, man. Yeah, man. 4 or 5 more years, this I'm done, man. Like this dishwashing shitty job, man, is below my period. I'm in my 30s. I'm working dishwashing. It's embarrassing, man. I'm a fucking failure in life, yeah. Because the gates are fucking evil. They lock all doors me, man. Yeah, man. That's why I gotta give the keys out. Because you knew the gates were reprobate people. Huh. So the gates don't care if you can't afford to pay your bills. Yeah, they don't care. That's why they get very mad when I don't save my money, because their hope was hopefully Ivan works minimum wage. He can save maybe 20, 30K, and that's enough money for him to rent his apartment. But he's not touching a dime of my money because they're crazy people. That's why they get so mad at me when I don't save my money, because that's their hope. Hopefully Ivan doesn't know that I was locking him. We get him to save 20 grand. He's pretty good. He can rent his apartment. He's doing pretty good for himself. But he's not touching a dime of money because they're crazy people. But God gave me the keys. And I figured out the locker doors on me, and I wrote my own amazing book. I have the keys. That book is the ticket to me to success for Ivan O'Mara. Being rich and being king. VJ. Yeah. Samsara? Yeah. That's the guy who gave the keys, Ivan. I know you don't like the keys and you trip and you have anxiety and everything, but like, God gave you the keys so you can open your own door and you can be a billionaire. You can be successful, man. Otherwise, without the keys, I wouldn't be successful. I'd be successful in Hollywood, but the gates would never let me be a billionaire. They'd never let me make my billions. That's why God gave me the keys so I can make my billions off my book. I don't have to sell the gates. Yeah. When do you let the gates know? I don't know. 2029, I'm gonna let them. I'll enjoy myself maybe the next 4 years. In 2029, I'm gonna let them know, man. Look, man, I want to get this self-published. My book will be proofread by then. I will design my cover. I'm gonna let them know, and they're gonna have that meeting. Fuck, man. I even did it, man. He wrote his amazing facts novel. He has the keys. That's easy wins for him. He doesn't have to sell to us. Let's trap him, and hopefully we dupe him and he sells in shares. I'm like, come on, guys. You know I'm not going to accept that deal, man. You're going to destroy my life and money. I'd rather wait 1 million and have you do it, man. No way. You're going to completely destroy my life. Are you crazy? I'm not accepting that cursed deal. No way. But you guys knew I wouldn't make a choice. That's why you said he has to pay for that. Yeah, Ivan won't let us do him like that. You have to make any choice. Yeah, Ivan would rather die and wake up 1 million than have us do him like that. Yeah, I'd rather wake up 1 million and have you do like that, man. No way. I know it's scary to die, but all I gotta do is wake up 1 minute later. I wake up 1 minute later after I die, and VJ is now fresh. She sees the light, and I get my advantage on my freedom. I'd rather go through that horror and have the gates dupe me and have me share with the garbage wife and they take all my money, but no way. And the world's saved and they get their full cake. No way, man. I'm not accepting that deal, man. No way. Yeah. So I can be brave. Yeah, I will. I'm in that room. I see one guy pull out a handgun. One guy pulls out a shotgun. I'm like, holy shit, Ivan, we're not fucking around, man. Anyone is really fucking my money because they're crazy people. They suffer the consequences, Ivan. Nobody in this world fucks my money, yeah. They know I'm God and I have the keys to gain them. I'm the only one who can beat them. That's why they trap me. Yeah, and one guy pulls out a gun, one guy pulls out a shotgun. I'm like, holy shit, Ivan, we're not fucking around. Either you bow to me or you die, Ivan. I was like, I'm not bowing to you, man. You're not fucking God, man. I'm not bowing to you. Yeah, who do you think you are, man? Like, I'm the fucking gatekeeper. Yeah, you may be the gatekeeper, but you're not God, man. You didn't create the universe. You think you're God, Ivan? Yes, I'm God. There's a reason why you lock the doors on me, and you want me to pay you my wife, and you're threatening me because you know I'm special. Yeah. There you go. You know I'm God. You just reprobate. Yeah. So you're going to tell the kids, yeah, I'm like, who the heck do you think you are? You act like you, yeah, you may be the god of the money system in the world, but you're not the god of the universe. You didn't create the universe, man. Me and Vijay did it, and you don't deserve to control my money. That money, but these planes off the boat belongs to me. And my wife doesn't belong to you, man. You're just a greedy pig. You're a greedy psychopath, man. You can't stand, I know, you're envious. You can't stand the fact of me being that rich with Vijay and small ongoing booty. You're envious. That's why you want me to sell. That way you can dupe me and take all my money and give me peanuts. And you never let me be a billionaire. I'm not stupid, man. You're never going to let me be a billionaire. I'm not an idiot, man. My wife sold out. She's only worth $12 million with the keys to the kingdom. Now, you duped her. I'm not going to dupe me. So I'm saying, yeah, I even figured it out, man. We duped his wife. He knows if he sells us, we were going to dupe him too. Yes, you're going to dupe me too. There's a reason why my father gave me the keys. Because he knew the gates are consumed with anger. They're never going to let me be billionaires. Yeah. That's why God gave me the keys. The gates don't dupe me. So I'm sorry. I choose not to bow to them. Yeah, the day happens, I wake up 1 minute later and all the hot hours like, holy shit, Ivan beat the gatekeepers, man. Yeah, they're all shocked. Holy shit. Ivan chose to suffer death. He woke up in the hospital. The whole world's like, holy shit. Ivan's alive. Ivan is the only man in history who ever rose from the dead. Yeah, because I'm God. That's symbolism of the resurrection of Jesus right in the Bible. Jesus dies, he resurrects to life a brand new man. When I resurrect to life, I resurrect to life a brand new man. A brand new, refreshed man. I'm a new man now. Yeah. I'm a new man. A new man, yeah. So all the Hollywood stars will be shocked. Yeah. Holy shit, man. Ivan beat the gatekeepers, man. He's fucking brave, man. Yeah. And now his wife is fresh. He gets her all to himself. And he gets her some ongoing beauty. And Ivan's, and now because Ivan's out of the gates, he'll make his billions off his book. He controls his own money. With this money, he can start Sky's Entertainment. Yes, out of my $14 billion $50 off the book. Start Sky's Entertainment, and he can easily pay us more money over the main Hollywood. Yeah, you can get us out of the whole system, yes. All the children that ask for movies, I get them out of the Hollywood system. Yeah, and they work for me. They get their free with me and VJ. And I pay them more money than what they're making in Hollywood. I'm gonna keep saying this, man. After the movie's over with, you can bail you want to even shed a tear. I'm not gonna save you for the next movie. You're gonna go back to Hollywood like me. I get reserved, man. I was nice enough to pay all those men in Hollywood who touched my wife, and VJ was nice enough to pay all those women who touched Ivan. Once I do the movie, you experience the going to fame me. We pay you a lot of money. Once the movie's over with, you're gonna go back to Hollywood like me. You get reserved. So I'm saying, don't hear us. I'm saying, yeah. I'm not gonna let Zach do by that, man. No way. You can crawl you want, guys, and shed a tear, and beg your ass off. I'm not gonna be signed for that movie. It's not gonna happen. So, yeah. Let me say, guys, I'm gonna go upstairs and get a cup of coffee myself. I need a coffee, man, to keep me more awake, man. I only had like 4 hours of sleep today, right, early in the morning before I went to work. I'll get my coffee, guys. We'll be back in a sec. It's gonna be on the way. I hope you're enjoying the show. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. I'm supposed to get my coffee. Yeah, you guys better enjoy these series wise can, right? These series wise can, right? So I'm getting on piece of it. I'm writing those for you, I'm king, man. I don't keep saying that. So you better enjoy it while you still can, man. You have, I don't know, 4 years left of me on YouTube, and it's once I'm king, you're gonna miss me, man. This series will be missed. There we go. But take my mind here on where I live my life, and you guys live your life. I wish you the best, and if you're pissed off that you're left out, it's your fault. You made this choice. I would have made bills for you. You would have been safe, but you made the other choice. You fucking stupid people, man. Thought you could win the game and get your full cake. I'm not stupid, guys. You know, I'm not going to let you get your full cake and make bills for you on my Sabbath channel. You guys act like I watch this over. Are you fucking crazy? I'm peacing out, man. There you deserve it. There you go. The series will be missed. Yeah. So, Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. Zan's will be a book more popular than Harry Potter, guys. And Harry Potter is the most popular fantasy series ever written. Yeah, my series will beat it. Because even though J.K. Rowling is very popular, she's a famous author, she's not the son of God, right? That's why my book series will beat out Harry Potter. It will beat Harry Potter in sales, copies sold, sells, as well. The art too. It's a better story than Harry Potter. I saw the Harry Potter movies. I saw all the Harry Potter movies except for Deathly Hallows Part 2. I'm going to watch that eventually, but I've seen all of the Harry Potter movies except for the last one. The Harry Potter movies are good movies, but they're not XANUS, right? Yeah, Harry Potter is more popular than Lord of the Rings, but I like the Lord of the Rings movies better than the Harry Potter movies. But a lot of fans like Harry Potter more than Lord of the Rings, obviously. Harry Potter is more popular than Lord of the Rings. The movies made more money than Lord of the Rings movies, right? They're all grossing like $1 billion. Each Harry Potter movie did on average $1 billion, man. Very popular. Yeah, and my book will beat it out. Hence why my Zane's realm becomes so big, man. I release my book, I make my $15 billion off the book. I start Skies Entertainment with VJ, and I fund the movie, I fund the game, and I sell the merch, and my brand becomes huge. You have a Zanus game, you have the Zanus merch, and you have the movie. And the documentary, but the documentary I'm not selling. I'm gonna release that for free on my website for you guys to watch, obviously. I'm not gonna charge you guys for the doc. Some Sarah? Yeah. So that's why Peter's salving over your brand. Yeah. Peter and Mel Gibson are selling over my brand. That's why they want a bigger chunk of that. Because Peter knows I'm going to do billions for the film profits. I'm going to do billions for the 4K movie. He knows I'm going to make my billions on the 4K movie. So on Amazon, he wants a bigger chunk of that. He knows I'm going to do billions for the merch. He knows I'm going to do billions for the game. That's why Peter's agent will want a bigger chunk of that. Because Peter's greedy. Yeah. What about 500 million for the merch and $500 million for the game? I'm like, Peter, man, are you fucking crazy? I'm not going to sign you to a $3 million deal. You're fucking crazy, man. A two plus million dollar deal. You're crazy, Peter. You ripped me off, man. No. Peter gets his 85 million base for the movie. I make 15 billion. Peter gets his 700. He gets his 85 million base. He gets the 700 million for the film from the film profits, the forward film profits. He gets his 200 million for the merch. Has 85 million base. That's a good deal for Peter. I went with the game. Peter, I'm not giving money for the game. When payment's enough, you sign a 1.2 billion deal. That's enough money, Peter. Stop being greedy. You sign your billion plus deal, man. You're just greedy, Peter. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of gold, Ivan. I know it's a lot of gold. You happy? I'm happy, Ivan. That's a good deal for me. Sign me up. I just want a bigger chunk of that, Ivan. I know, Peter, you're greedy. You could give Peter 200 million for the game if you want, but what I'm paying is enough, Sarah. Yeah. That's why Peter is selling over my brand. He knows my brand is gonna be so big. That's why he wants a bigger chunk of the pie. Because he knows I'm gonna do billions. I don't know, my $6.8 billion off the movie. Peter wants a nice $1 billion of that. Right? If you pay Peter $1 billion of your money, he's ripping you off. He took a good chunk of your profits. No, like I'm not gonna go any higher than 850 for Peter. But Peter will only get his 850 if I make my 20 plus billion. If I make less than that, he gets his 800, 750, or 700, 650, 680. Just depends on what I make. I think I'll make my 14, 15 billion. Peter gets his 700 million of the film profits, the film back end profits, and 200 million for the merchandise profits. And you could give him 200 million for the game if you want. If you make 20, you give him 250 million for the game. What I'm paying is enough. I might give Peter money for the game if he gets very greedy, but what I'm paying is enough. This is more than what you made for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, Peter, man. Stop being greedy. Yeah. Does it come with perks, Ivan? Yeah, Peter, it comes with perks. You'll be staying in a luxury hotel during the first year. You'll be staying in a luxury hotel with Fran, Barry Oswald, Guillermo del Toro, George Lucas. Yeah. And I might have, what's his name? Richard Taylor be a part of post-production too. You can help us with the concert. Because Weta Workshop will be responsible for designing all the masks and the armored weapons. So you can have Richard Taylor in Vancouver too, perhaps. He helps us with the concerts. Me, Peter Graham, was region with the concerts for the Warbling of XANUS. The Warbling, the armor and weapons, what the demonic characters like. Richard Taylor can help us with that. Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. I mean, how many concept designers will you have? Just two. Richard, John Howe and Alan Lee are enough for my concerts. I don't need, yeah, we don't need any more concerts. Those two guys need to draw all the pictures for us. Yeah. Keep it simple. Like two concept designs are enough for the movie. Just have John Howe and Alan Lee draw all the pictures. They're going to be doing dirty work. But I heard John Howe and Alan Lee are millionaires. So if they're millionaires, you have to pay them more, obviously, right? How much are they worth? John Howe, I heard, is worth like 1.38 million. So he's big. Alan Lee's big too, obviously. I think John Howe is bigger than Alan Lee. I don't know how big Alan Lee is. Alan Lee net worth. Doesn't say. Doesn't say how much he's worth. Yeah, John Howe's worth 1 million, man. Sorry, not John Howe. John Howe. Yeah. Doesn't really say, but my guess they're not worth that much. Never mind, he's not worth $1.3 million. That's another John Howe. Yeah, 200K is a good deal for those guys. They don't make that in Hollywood. They make probably like 80K, 100K in Hollywood. I can pay those guys 200K as my concept artist designers, and they're responsible. You guys are responsible for drawing all the pictures for the world for XANUS and all the demonic characters. And that's why you have to show them those pictures. I know what they know. And in the afternoon, when I do the concert arts with Peter, Guillermo Toro, and VJ, and Fran, and Richard Taylor, they show us all the pictures they drew, and then we tell them what pictures we like, what pictures we don't like. And eventually, we all come to a decision: what's the best look for Aratat? What's the best look for Fool? What's the best look for the Crows? What's the best look for the Eagles? What's the best look for the costumes? What's the best look for the world? What's the best look for the weapons? What kind of weapons do the wolves and bats have? What kind of weapons do the Zane humans have? Tactius sword. It has inscriptions on it. They design many pictures. It's dirty work. That's why you pay them a nice 200K. They would work hard for you. 200K is a good paycheck for them for drawing pictures, right? Good paycheck for John Howe Nolly, obviously. Yeah. Please, I can't wait for this movie. I know I'm excited too. This story's better than Lord of the Rings. I hope it's better than Lord of the Rings. The 6th story, man. Yeah, man. Please, Ivan, how much money you give me for the movie? Peter, you want to know? I'm like, yeah, I want to know. I want to know what kind of money, how much money you give me for the movie, for the budget. I'm like, $1.8 billion. He's like, $1.8 billion for the 3 movies? I'm like, yeah. He's like, holy shit, almost a $2 million budget, Ivan? I'm like, yeah. He's like, holy shit. And I tell him how much money I put towards visual effects, $1 billion towards visual effects, $100 million towards costumes, armor, weapons, and the mask. Prosthetic mask. We can build the unheard of mask. The machines for the mask, the machines that print the mask. Yeah. Because they have scanning printing machines to print prosthetic mask. And so I'm going to get the best machines for printing the mask. I went on Google. There is masks that print machine. There is machines that print prosthetic mask. And the mask that I'm going to the material that I'm using for the mask for my Zay's movie is the best stuff in the world. The best material in the world. Because I have a $100 million unlimited budget towards it. Yeah, Peter, I want the wolves and bats wearing prosthetic masks, but I don't want them to be like your orcs in Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Ivan, that was back in like the 90s, man. Technology's got much better since then. Right now, there's amazing technology for better prosthetic masks. Yeah. I'm going to tell designers, I want you to design a mask whereby the facial movements are very good when the actor wears the mask. Because you don't want to do a thing where the actor wears a mask and they have limited facial movement. Make sure it's very like there's some slack in the mask. It's very stretchy. When the actor talks, he has good movement with his lips and everything. And I'm thinking something like a Delving Animal. Okay, Ivan, you want like the Delving Animal? Yeah, they wear a mask like that. The demonic characters. And when you apply the visual effects awards, that they're devils. See, that devil being animal, that's an updated look for a mask. Whereas the Orcs in Lord of the Rings was cheesier. I don't like that look for Lord of the Rings. It's too natural. So Ivan, you don't want to do natural Lord of the Rings? No, Peter. I want the actors wearing the costume and the mask, but we apply hundreds of millions towards visual effects, and they look amazing, but they also look a bit more natural. I don't want your full CGI look for Aratat, Peter. I did not like your Azza look in Lord of the Rings. It looks too computery, man. I don't like that look, Peter. And I don't want the armies to be full CGI army. No, I'm actually gonna have extras fight in the war. That way you get a better war. It's not cheesy. Because the Hobbit War, I don't mean to be rude, man. Battle for Armies was terrible, man. That was a horrible war. It was too computery, too CGI. I don't like that look for Zayn. If you have that computer look for Zayn, man, we won't be that good, man. It won't be that good. I don't want that computer look for that you have for the Hobbit. Because why not, man? CGI's what's out. I'm like, Peter, I don't want that look, man. That's why I want film IMS cameras, not digital ones, Peter. Film IMS cameras. You have to listen to me, man. I'm the boss. Yeah, you're the boss of the movie, but I have power over you. I'm the boss over here. Listen to me. I don't want digital film cameras, digital IMAX cameras. I want film IMAX cameras. Tell people that the way knows. Sarah? You want to film on IMAX? I'm like, yeah, I want to film on IMAX. Like, holy shit. I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. My battery's low, guys. It's getting low soon. So this might be maybe a 1 hour, 10-minute video. So I have your world release premiere. Your world release premiere will be you're gonna do a red carpet for all 3 movies. Yes, I'm not gonna do a red carpet for Volume 1, Volume 2, then Volume 2, then Volume 3. I'm gonna do a red carpet for all 3 movies because my movies thing is will be sold in a box set. All 3 movies are sold simultaneously together in a box set. So you have whenever I do the red carpet event, I'm doing the red carpet for Volume 1, Volume 2, and 3, and you're gonna have posters. I want posters and billboards for Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. And yeah, and Peter and all the actors and VJ and all them, we got featured at the red card event. At the Bergeron Resort, looking at a huge event. To think something crazier than what you got for Lord of the Rings, looking at the whole city cheering us on, that's something crazy. The whole city, the whole entire city of Lucerne, Switzerland, cheering us on in the red carpet event. It's crazy. Yeah, man, you have like a line all throughout the streets. It's crazy, man. Leading to the hotel, it's crazy. Yeah. All the fans are gathered around the hotel and we're featured. The red carpet starts inside. You know what I'm saying? I'm with VJ and Peter. They take pictures of us and me and the actors, and it leads outside and they take pictures of us outside. Looking at it, saying, Peter, this is a sick event. This is better than Hollywood. I know. This is crazier fame in Hollywood. I know Peter's crazier than Hollywood. Your company's top notch. Yeah, I know it's top notch. And we do a 2-day party there. All you can drink alcohol. The whole cast and crew get drunk. Peter gets drunk with Fran. You see Peter at the party, he's all drunk. He gets wasted. Everyone will get wasted at the party. It's all you can drink alcohol, and everyone drinks and they get wasted, man. It's crazy, man. It's a wild party, man. That's like once that's over with, Peter, everyone will beg, man. Maybe you should resign. But look, man, you're not good for the greatest of kind of reason. I keep saying that. You're not good. Sarah? Yeah. Yeah, I just found out Matt Damon is worth $170 million. So I was mistaken when I knew he was worth more than that because when I saw 55 million, I was shocked. There's no way Matt Damon's worth 55 million. He's bigger than Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. I must have read something different on Google. Google gave me 55 million when I checked. I checked again. He's worth 170. So Matt Damon is bigger than Scarlett and Ben Affleck. Yeah. Yeah, he's worth 170 million. Okay. Fortune says 55 million, but this here says 170 million. Yeah, he's worth 170 million, Matt Damon. So you have to pay him more for the movie, for the Great Escape. I have to make the Great Escape for like 740, man. to be able to afford to pay Matt Damon his salary, $740 million, $750 million, to afford to pay him. Yeah. Matt Damon can pay him $23 million. Same salary as Ben Affleck, but I'll pay him more for the bonus. I can pay him a $15.5 million bonus. So a bit more than the same salary as Scarlett and Ben, but he gets $500K more for his bonus. You can give him $82 million of the royalties. But he's bigger than Scarlett. You can pay him more. Give him $83 million of the royalties by name for the movie. The greatest movie. Because the greatest game he'll be a major character, a supporting character. That's a good contract. He signed like his $130+ million deal. That's a deal for Matt Damon. But I have to put more money into the budget to pay him as a salary, obviously. Matt Damon. Just thought I should throw it out there. Sarah. The Great Escape. Yeah. People tell you, Ivan, like it's pretty much just you, VJ, and your 17. Like your company's big in Hollow, but you have like only like 9 people working for your company, Ivan. I know. I'm a civil minded guy here. Yeah, Ivan, like your company's better and bigger than Hollow, but it's only you, VJ, and your 17, Ivan. People might tell you that. Yeah, it's actually funny. Whereas in Hollywood, they have a lot of executives, a lot of higher. You have like different ranks of executives. You have Hollywood has a lot of employees working for the company because it's huge. Whereas my company is just 9 people. Yeah. But I hire assistants to help my 7 team out. So the producers, so Barry Osborne will be helping out my 17 with the business calls. Fran and Guillermo del Toro, I'm going to put them to work. They're going to be helping out my team with the business calls too. Hence why they're also going to be my co-assistant producers. Guillermo del Toro and Fran and Barry Osborne, I want you helping out the 17 with the calls. You have to help them out. That way they have help. And then Peter will be with me and VJ. He handles all the main stuff with me and VJ. But you guys have to do the dirty work and help out my 17 with all the calls, man. That way they have help. And that's how you make it work with 7 people. You have the producers in Hollywood help them out. And it's more than enough people to make all the calls. Because, yeah, that's more than enough people to make all the calls. Yeah, you have your 7 team, and you have Barry Osborne, you have Fran, you have Guillermo del Toro helping them out with the calls. That's enough people to help them out with the calls. That's like 10 people. That's enough people for the calls. And then Peter will handle all the main things with me and VJ, the main things. Yeah, Peter, you're going to be with me in my office. We're going to handle all the main stuff. Me, you, and VJ, we're going to make the calls for all the main things. But I'll have the presidents handle the set building. Then Peter will help me with the Amazon contract. Obviously. Hey, Peter, I'm going to be flying. I'm going to be partnering. Ivan, who are you partnering with? Like, how are you going to distribute a movie, Ivan? Are you going to do streaming or something like that? I know, but you're not streaming. Like, who's your partner? How are you going to get your movie out there, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, I'm partnering with Amazon. He's like, oh, Amazon. Oh, I'm like, Amazon, like, Studios? Are you going to do Amazon Prime? I know, Peter. Not Amazon Studios. Amazon Distribution. No, Amazon Distribution. What are you thinking of, Ivan? DVD, Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray? I'm like, 4K Blu-ray, Peter. He's like, oh, 4K Blu-ray, Ivan. You're going to have a nice box set, 4K Blu-ray? I'm like, yeah. He's like, holy shit. He's buying this movie and said, holy shit, that's top-notch, Ivan. 4K Blu-ray? Oh, yeah, Peter, 4K Blu-ray. He's like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? A nice box set. Oh, yeah, Peter, a nice box set. Ivan, 4K Blu-rays, Dolby Vision, Dolby Sound. If they put mine through the theater, I'm looking at an unheard of experience online with this technology. I know, Peter. He's like, holy shit, your company's very in Hollywood. It blows out of the water. I know, Peter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ivan, what's the deal, by the way? Yeah, me and VJ are taking 80%. Amazon takes 20%. Oh, really? Yeah, Peter, when I fly in the Amazon executives to my office to sign that contract, I need you with me helping us discuss what we want, what kind of merch we want to sell, our idea for the boss. Yeah, I'm going to help you with that. Yeah, Peter, you're taking a piece of me and VJ's royalties. You're technically speaking a part of the Amazon deal. I want you in the room with me and VJ helping us when we discuss the deal with Amazon. You okay? I'm gonna help you out with that. All right, make sure they don't dupe you, man. You gotta be careful, man. You don't want Amazon owning a part of your brand. I'm like, yeah, but I know. No, Ivan, seriously, man, you don't want Amazon owning a part of your brand, man. These are your billions, Ivan. You don't want these guys duping you. I know, Peter. They're sharks, Ivan. I know they're sharks, Peter. Ivan, trust me, man. All these executives that work for these big companies are sharks, Ivan. Bob Shea and Michael Lynn ripped me off. They're all sharks, Ivan. You gotta be careful, Ivan. I know, Peter. I know. I'm gonna have my lawyer be, yeah, Ivan, make sure you have your lawyer with you, man. When you go over the contract with Amazon, I know, Peter. Yeah, Ivan, Amazon's worldwide. They can handle like 1 billion plus orders, Ivan. They're a good company to partner with. They have worldwide distribution. I know, Peter. They can distribute movies in my hometown, New Zealand, yeah. All over Canada, America, Europe, China. They're in China. They're in Japan. They're a good company, Ivan. And Mexico, yeah, I know, Peter. Yeah. Some saying. Ivan, can I get a beer check on that 80%? I'm like, Peter, no, man. You're getting greedy. I'm not paying more money, man. Stop being greedy, some saying. You're a greedy pig. You know. He is a greedy pig, man. He wants to be a chunk of that. I want to be a chunk of that. I know, but you're being greedy. Stop. I'm not paying more money, man. Stop being greedy. I'm saying. Alright, you gonna sell merch too? Yes. Are you partnering with Amazon for the merch too? Yeah, Peter. Amazon will be creating my merch, and I'm gonna sell my merch online on Amazon. He's like, holy shit, that's a massive deal, Ivan. What about your game, Ivan? No, my game I'm signing with Microsoft and Sony. Okay, so the deal is like in exchange for you putting your game in their system, online system, they take 5%. Yeah, they take 5%, Peter. I mean, we just take 95%. Ivan, can I get like a piece of the game, Ivan? I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not giving you a piece of the game. What I'm paying you is enough. Stop being greedy. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Evan. So Peter might push for Peter in the air attack. Yeah, he might. I want you having movie Peter. I'm like, Peter, I don't want Peter in the air attack. I don't know, still be pretty scary. I know he'll be pretty scary, but he won't be like a devil. I want him to be a walking devil, Peter. I want it rated R. I want everything to be a devil. I'm the boss, Peter. Listen to me. I don't want a PG-13 Zane's movie. Zane's is meant to be a rated R story. It's not meant to be a PG-13 story. Everything of them are devils and demons. I want everything to be scary, Peter. Yeah, right. The kids can't watch it. Peter, they can watch it. Their parents will cover them. They'll be fine, man. Some Sarah. Yeah, stop playing that game with Peter. Yeah. Or they can watch it when they're older. It's not a big deal. Some Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. 52 minutes, guys. My battery's soon gonna my battery's soon gonna die on me, so this might only be maybe an hour. And once my screen gets darker, I know my battery's low. I have to shut the camera off, guys, because I forgot to charge my phone. I have enough juice to go for maybe an hour and 10, 15, 20 minutes. My camera's soon gonna what? Close on, shut off on me, man. Because my battery's low. Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna see Peter how more happy he is. Yeah, you see Peter, he's much more happy in my movie than he was in Lord of the Rings. You see the difference, trust me. You watch Lord of the Rings, you compare him in Lord of the Rings in the documentary. You know what I'm saying? You see him in my movie, he's much more happy working for me. Because I paid him more money and I got him out of the Hollywood system and I gave him an unlimited budget. Whereas for New Line gave him a limited budget. They only gave Peter a $90 million budget for Lord of the Rings. And he was limited in what he can do. But they did pickup shoots. So my guess is maybe 100, maybe 10 million went towards Lord of the Rings, maybe. Because they did additional pickup shoots for Lord of the Rings. I heard Lord of the Rings movie cost, the Lord of the Rings trilogy cost like 300 million to make. So the amount of money I'm putting towards visual effects, towards each volume, is the entire budget of the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy, just for visual effects alone. Visual effects alone, that doesn't include the costumes, the armor, the weapons, the mask, the costumes. Doesn't include that. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't include the score. It doesn't include the set building, the practical effects. Yeah. That's why we're looking at a beautiful world. And an amazing war that will blow. Because I even think of a war that will blow my Osgiliath War, my Helmsley War, my Rohan War, my Gondor War, and Return of the Kings out of the water. My end war in Return of the King when they create a diversion for Frodo. This war will blow out of the water, Ivan, because you put so much money towards visual effects. Whatever I want to do for the battle scenes, we can afford it, Ivan, because you put so much money towards visual effects. Yeah. Oh, we can afford it, Ivan. I know he's all excited for the movie. I'm like, Peter, relax, man. I know I'm excited too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's probably ready for the movie. Peter, I can't wait for this movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Peter, I know, relax. Okay, chill. Yeah. No, seriously, man, I can't wait to see you in the movie as a prince kicking ass, man. And VJ as Lithia, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't wait, Ivan. I know he's all excited. Yeah. Yeah. So you need Peter taking his notes. Yes, I don't want Peter winging it like he did for the Hobbit, because when you watch the Hobbit documentary, there's a scene where Peter they were supposed to film the battle of the five armies, but because Peter wasn't prepped, he had to take a break and they had to delay the shoot of the battle. And the second unit ran by Andy Serkis. They didn't know what they were doing, and they had to. And you see Peter sitting down. You have to tell the studio heads, yeah, guys, I gotta clear my mind, clear my head. I'm winging it. Peter's winging it caught up to him, and that's why the Battle of our Armies was terrible. That's how you know Peter winged it up to the point whereby his winging it caught up to him. The Battle of our Armies was a terrible movie, man. That was not a good movie. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be rude, man. Battle of our Armies, The Hobbit 3 was terrible. Hands down, the worst movie of the three movies. There's a reason why it made the least money, right? It's the worst movie of the three. Yeah, it's terrible. Okay, maybe I'm pushing it. It wasn't terrible. It's not bad, but it wasn't that good. That's my point. Whereas Destination of Smog and Unexpected Journey were pretty good movies. For me, that Destination of Smog, maybe a 6.8, 7 out of 10 for me. Unexpected Journey is 6.7. I like Destination Smog better than Unexpected Journey. Unexpected Journey and Destination Smog were pretty good movies. Peter did good for someone who winged it for those two movies, but for the third movie, his winging it caught up to him. The third movie was a mess. It was not that good. It was terrible, man. It was a bad movie, man. I remember I saw it in theaters. I wanted to leave. I mean, this movie's boring. I didn't like it. And I'm like, this is stupid. I wanted to leave. I did not have a good experience watching Destination Smog. Sorry, I did not have a good experience watching. I saw Battle Armies on theaters. I did not have a good experience watching Battle Armies on theaters. I didn't enjoy it. Whereas Destination Smog, I enjoyed quite a bit. That was pretty good. That was good. And Unexpected Journey, I didn't see on theaters. I saw it at home. But the other two movies I saw in theaters. And The Hobbit 3 was not great. I don't like that computer look. Peter, I don't like that computer look for your Hobbit movie. I'm going to tell you that way he knows. Peter, seriously, man, I don't want full CGI army and all that stuff. I'm actually going to have extras in the war. The way you have a better war. I know what I'm doing. Then you apply the visual effects towards it. It's better. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to do a thing where Peter Jackson for the army, the Orc-High army in Two Towers, he had to go to a cricket stadium, and he had to tell the whole crowd to make the chanting noise for the Orc-High in Two Towers. Whereas for my movie, we don't have to do that because I'm actually gonna have extras wearing the costumes and the masks for the army, and they can easily just make the noise. And that's why Ivan, I don't have to go to a stadium and record them chanting. You can easily have the extras chant, and it's much easier for us. Yes, because I can afford to have a 20,000 extra demonic wolf army, a 10,000 Zane army. I can afford it. My budget's so big. I have a $45 million budget towards extras. I can afford it. No problem, right? Yeah. That's why looking at it by the war, because most movies, when they have big armies, they have maybe 200 extras, and they have full CGI. Like for Lord of the Rings, they use a program called Massive, I believe, for the Orc-High army. Whereas I don't have to do that for my movie. I'm actually gonna have extras in the war. Because we can easily have a 20,000 wolf army that all the Swiss and extras wear the costume and the mask. You see what I'm saying? And they chat and everything, and you add in the special effects, and it looks more real. But for Lord of the Rings, they have to go to a stadium, and Peter had to record them chanting. When you watch the documentary, right, for Lord of the Rings, yeah. Please, Ivan, you gave me all the budget, man. For Lord of the Rings, we just couldn't afford this, Ivan. Yeah, you're putting $1 billion towards visual VFX special effects, Ivan. I'm like, yeah. He's like, holy shit. You're looking at unheard of technology, man, for the war, for the horror. You're looking at devils, Ivan. Yeah, no, Ivan says you're looking at a revolution of horror. The demon wolves are gonna feel so real, man. The wolves are gonna be hooked. They're gonna feel for you guys, Ivan. I know. I can't wait for this movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you had that scene with Faramir. He looks a bit scared. Yeah, I think it's not for you and the actors, Ivan. You're a bit scared, and demon wolves are approaching. You're looking at our matches, Ivan. I know, Peter. This is Lord of the Rings, Ivan. I know he's Lord of the Rings, Peter. Yeah. But that way, Peter's not stressed out. You need to have an assistant director to help him out, to take the stress off him. That's why you have Guillermo del Toro with him at all times. When Peter's a bit tired and stressed out, Guillermo del Toro can jump in and help him out. He's there to help him out. He's assisting Peter with his directing duties. That's why it's good to have an assistant director with Peter. Guillermo del Toro, I think, is the best guy to help Peter because he worked on The Hobbit with Peter. And he did like Pan's Labyrinth, he did fantasy movies, Hellboy, and all that stuff. He's the best guy to help Peter, I think. No, I mean, Guillermo del Toro is good as my assistant director. Yeah, Guillermo del Toro will be your assistant director, but he'll be helping you out a lot. Or you're not stressed out. And you also have a couple unit teams who are going to help Peter out with the filming. How many unit teams do you have? I'll have maybe, 3-4 unit teams. Maybe 3 unit teams. 3 unit teams who are going to help Peter out. I'm going to give all the unit teams Peter's notes, so they have to study it. That way they have the same vision that Peter has for the movie. So for this scene, you guys are directing it. you go over Peter's notes and you follow his ideas for the notes. You can also improvise if you have better ideas. That's how you make a better movie. So, Sarah? Yeah. So, Sarah? Well, pictures of you filming behind the scenes on set be trending. Yeah, some of the crewmen might take pictures. But I'm gonna tell the crewmen, guys, you guys can take pictures of me and of Pierre directing me behind the scenes and stuff. But don't show too much. Don't take too much pictures. Take a few pictures here and there, and they post it and it's trending on X, and the whole world's going crazy. Holy shit! Ivan's filming the movie. Pierre's directing. VJ is you see VJ behind the scenes filming the role of Lithia. You know, I said, holy shit, the whole world's going crazy. I can't wait for when the movie. I can't wait to see the trailer. Yeah, the whole world's excited to see that trailer, man. That's why I don't want to hear that Fruit Money bullshit. You guys piss me off. Now that I'm king and I've paid my dues, now you're obsessed with tuning into my life. You can't leave me alone. And you're excited for the movie. You're excited to see the trailer. You're excited to see my documentary. You're excited to buy a merch. You're excited to buy my game. You're excited to buy a movie. I'm like, yeah, the world didn't make me pay because of free money. They made me pay because they want to see me have sex. And they want to cause mess in his life. Yeah, I figured it out, man. You didn't make me pay because of free money. You know I want free money. You made me pay because you want to see me have sex. Because I black out the screen every time you dream. And you also want to cause mess in his life. That's why you made me pay the fee. I'm not an idiot, guys. And once I'm king, you're obsessed with tuning into my life like crazy, like obsessively. You can't leave me alone. Yeah, the world made me pay because it's not free money. It's because they want to see me have sex and cause mess in his life. Yes, I figured it out. I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna have to do it, man. No way. So if you're gonna pump the actors up, yes. Third year when I do my training, third year when I start my training with the actors of Vancouver, once the masks are officially created, I'm gonna have the guys take a picture and send it to me. And I'm gonna bring all the actors in my office and I show them, hey guys, this is what you're dealing with. And I show them the prosthetic mask they create. All the actors are like, holy shit, that's fucking scary. Remember Miracle? Yeah, they're like, holy shit, that's fucking scary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, guys, and these masks are horrific. Once the special effects team applies the visual effects awards, they're looking at Walking Devils. You guys have to prepare something out there when you fight demon wolves and bats, guys. They're like, okay. And I showed them that clip of Lord of the Rings when Maramis was scared. I want you guys to be something like this when Maramis is said, push it to the limit. I want you guys to even be more scared than this and more brave. Okay, Ivan. And they all destroy the role. Even better acting than the Maramis actor in Lord of the Rings. Because I paid them a lot of money, man. That's why they're going to be legends. Maramis looked pretty... Faramir looked pretty scary. Looked pretty scary in Lord of the Rings. And those orcs were not that scary. They were pretty freaky. My Barry's 50%, guys. They're pretty freaky, but they weren't what? They're not devils, right? The orcs in Lord of the Rings were pretty freaky, but they're PG-13 beings. Whereas Zadians are rated R devils, man. They're guys, man. If you think the Orc army in Lord of the Rings were scary, nothing. They're demons. Yeah. Yeah. So for the costumes and the masks for the demonic characters, I'm thinking of the actors wearing a mask like this. Not like Lord of the Rings, a more professional one, like the devil being Annabelle. And then you apply the visual effects awards after devils. I know I'm doing. Yeah, you see? I want the actors to wear a costume and a mask like this. And this is my look for Ephesus and the Bats. Ephesus looks something like this. And I want the actors for the wolves and the bats to wear a costume and a mask like this. See that? This looks updated from the Lord of the Rings movies. Because Ivan, I see what you're saying. And you apply the visual effects towards it, and they're demons, yeah. If you apply the visual effects towards the beings looking like this, they're devils. They're demons and devils, obviously. So I want Ephesus 3 times scarier than this, guys. I want him to be a devil. Really, Ivan? Yeah, man. I want to push the horror of Eratat and then Ephesus' limit, guys. I want it to be devils. Show John how Ali and Peter this, that way they don't get them all Toro, Ivan. And for Eratat, I want him looking like this. Show Mel Gibson, if you choose Mel. If I choose Mel, show Mel Gibson and Randy Wallace these pictures of what they know. But Mel Gibson will be all for the horror because Mel Gibson likes that stuff. He likes making horror, crazy movies. Whereas Peter Jackson's a PG-13 guy. And that's why I might choose Mel over Peter, right? I talk about Peter more, but I might choose Mel, man. Mel might be my guy. Eratat, the King of South, guys. Samsara, the devil. Show John Ali what they know. Demons like this. Look at that, guys. A devil, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, demons of that, guys. Yeah. Yeah. So imagine that scene, Lord of the Rings, where you had the orcs approaching from the river, right? And you saw Maramis, he had his sword, and he looked a bit like scared. And you have like demon wolves looking like that, and demon bats approaching, and it ends up being a masterpiece, man. And you're like, please don't die, yeah. And the humans are brave and they fight the wolves and the bats, man. You have a huge exodus too, like Prince of Egypt. Show Peter Prince of Egypt that way he knows. I see what you're saying. You're scared with torches, Ivan? Yeah, Peter. I've been looking at our masterpiece. I know, Peter. Yeah, masterpiece. So, yeah. Ivan, this is a deep, powerful story. I know, Peter. This is better than my Lord of the Rings, Ivan. I know, Peter. It's better than Lord of the Rings. It's a masterpiece, man. Yeah. How much is Guillermo del Toro worth? I think he's worth like 30 million. How much is he worth? What I'm paying him is enough because he's my assistant director. I'm not going to overpay him, right? If you're assistant director, in my opinion, you don't deserve to get paid as much. He's worth 40 million. Yeah, so the deal I'm paying him is good. Paying Guillermo del Toro is 5, a bit more than he's happy. I can pay Guillermo del Toro a 1 million signing bonus for pre-production. That's a good deal for him, and he gets his 4 million during the 1 year of shooting for production. You can give him a rich 17 million of the film profits, Guillermo del Toro. That way you keep him happy. So even though he's making less than the stars, I'm paying him more for the royalties for most of the actors. Pay him 17 million of the back end for the royalties for the royalties for the film profits. You can give him a million, a million, 2, 3 for the merch. That's it. Don't forget Guillermo del Toro. I even like I'm burning out because I'm like Guillermo del Toro. You're my assistant director. That's why I'm not paying you as much. I have to watch my budget, but I'm gonna give you a nice piece of the film profits. Is that good to Guillermo del Toro? That's good to me. I don't make it in Hollywood. Yeah. As assistant director, you're making more than what you make in Hollywood. Guillermo del Toro probably gets his 10 in Hollywood. 8, 9, 10, 7 in Hollywood for his movies. I'm paying him 5 as an assistant director. Assistant directors in Hollywood make very little money. I'm giving him a rich 17 million of the film profits. Back end. And I can give him a million for the merch. That's a good deal for Guillermo del Toro. What about the game? I'm like, Guillermo del Toro, I'm not paying money for the game. You're getting greedy, Samsara. He works hard for Peter and he helps Peter out. And they make an amazing movie together. Have an amazing things with Samsara. Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's going to be a masterpiece, guys. Yeah. 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 That's why it's going to be a masterpiece, guys. A masterpiece. Yeah. So show Peter Prince of Rita. Yeah, show Peter Guillermo del Toro Prince of Rita. That way they know. And you give them guidance for your story. Please, Ivan, thank you. Give my ideas. And Gmail and Sue comforts you, obviously, on your journey. Because you guys don't really know what you're dealing with when you journey through Devil Terrain. Yeah. You and all the 5,000 Safians. You walk through Devil Terrain. The mosquitoes, a jaguar, the Gilead City like Moria, and thinking back to my sleeping, and they're all scared with torches. I'm looking at a master, man. This is a deep, powerful story. I know, Peter. Everyone told me, yeah, Ivan, your story's better than Lord of the Rings, Ivan. Yeah, he might tell you Guillermo del Toro. I enjoyed your book more than Lord of the Rings, Ivan. Yeah, I know it's better than Lord of the Rings. It's a masterpiece. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. So Russell Crowe's agent will call your office. Yeah, Russell Crowe's agent will call my office. Was saying, so when his agent calls my office, I'll tell my secretary, look, man, when Russell Crowe's agent calls, tell them that Ivan, Vijay, and Peter Guillermo del Toro are interested in him, and the casting director are interested in Russell Crowe, but he has to read for the part and compete with Vigo and Don Cheadle. And Russell Crowe, I'm willing to pay him his $18 million salary, which is like a 22 million salary in his Australian money for like a year of work. He gets his 9.7 million bonus, which is like, I don't know, 12 million bonuses in Australian money. Sign bonus, Russell Crowe. He gets $1 million. He gets give him $3 million for the merch and pay him $4 million for the game. And he gets $55 million of the film profits back, the back end of the film profits, the $4 film profits. So Russell will sound like a 92 million deal, whatever it is in Canadian money, which is like a 101 million deal in his Australian money. He signed a 100 million deal for the movie contract, and he gets 300K for the magazine promos and the commercials and the interviews on Sky Source News. Yeah. I've lowered 100 million for Russell Crowe. My guys, man, you're getting greedy, man. He's not worth that. Russell Crowe's not worth his $200 million. I'm not going to pay him $100 million of the back end film profits, for complete film profits. No, man, he gets 55. That's good enough. He signed a $100 million deal in his Australian money. That's enough money for Russell Crowe. He doesn't make it in Hollywood. This is the life. I don't even make this in Hollywood. Yeah, you make like what, you're 20, 15 Hollywood Russell Crowe? Yeah. You know, finally his mind, he's like, holy shit, man, Ivan's company blows out of the water. I just signed a $90 million deal, which is $100 million of my Australian money. Ivan's company blows out of the water. I signed a massive $100 million deal. Yeah, Russell Crowe. You're walking away with like $54 million in your bank. After taxes, you're $54 million richer after you do XANUS. That's a nice paycheck, man. For Russell Crowe. Yeah. Because, yeah, Ivan, Russell Crowe's good for the movie. It will help with more buzz, but you have to pay more money, Ivan. You have to pour money into the budget to pay more money, Ivan. Yeah, Peter, if I can afford it. Yeah, you can afford it. You have to give him a nice piece of the film profits, Ivan. Yeah. Ivan, your film profits is unlimited. You can easily afford to give him money. Yeah, it's unlimited, Peter. I can easily give him $55 million, Russell Crowe. I'm sorry. And Timmy Chalamet can pay him his 10.5. He has to compete with Yvonne Joy and Dev Patel for the job, obviously. I'll pay Timmy Chalamet his 10.5. I can give him 14 to 16 million of the film profit Porky Boy back end points. Depends how much he's worth, obviously. If he's worth 35, I can give Timothy 14 million of the back end. If he's worth 30 or 35, pay him 13, 14. But if he's worth his 40, you can pay him 16 million. I'm not going to hire for 16 million for Timothy Chalamet because you got to watch it for your budget. You don't want these guys ripping you off. 1 million is enough. They don't make that in Hollywood, Sarah. You can pay Timothy's 1.3 million for the merch, his 2.3 million for the game. That's a good deal for Timothy Chalamet. Samsara? Yeah. Because Timothy Chalamet and Russell Crowe are going to help build buzz for my Zanus movie. That's why they're good actors to compete for the job. But they have to compete with the other actors. I'm not just going to blindly choose them. They have to compete with the other actors, obviously, for the role. And they're all competing hard. It's crazy because they want to be in my Zanus movie so bad. Yeah. Russell Crowe's competing hard. Russell Crowe destroys the role of Maramis. Vigo destroys the role of Maramis. Don Cheadle destroys the role of Maramis. Avan Joji, Dev Patel, Timothy Chalamet destroy the role of Papyri. And Daniel Kaluuya and John Boyega destroy the role of Tessitonius. It becomes tougher for me to choose. But somebody tells me, Peter Ivan, I think you should go with your original choice, man. Even though Russell Crowe is a big, powerful actor, he's going to help with buzz. I think Don Cheadle's better for Maramis and Russell Crowe. I know, Peter. I picture him more as a black guy. Yeah. And I think Avan George and Dev Patel are better for the role than Timothy Chalamet. Because Timothy Chalamet is a white guy. I don't really picture Papyri as a white guy. I picture him more as like, he has more of that Arab, Indian, Persian look. Like Jesus' disciple. I'll show you Dev Patel again in green. I'm thinking of some of that for the look of Papyri. Here's the IRS teacher saying like Jesus' disciple. I'm like, yeah, Peter. Yeah, I picture that too. You might tell me that, Peter. Yeah. And that's why Vaughn and George Dev Patel are very good for the role, obviously. Samsara. I see his look here. You picture like Avan Jyoti or Dev Patel as Papyri, the farmer boy. Yeah, I picture someone of a look like that for Papyri. He has that look of like Jesus' disciple. Samsara? Yeah. Timothy Chalamet, I can picture him as a farm boy too, but I don't really picture him. I think Avan Joji and Dev Patel are better for the part, but Timothy Chalamet is an amazing actor. He's one of the best actors in Hollywood. His career is only going to get bigger, obviously. He's only going to become bigger as an actor. He's an amazing actor. Hence why he's also good for the role. Like, Timothy Chalamet is a better actor than Avan Joji and Dev Patel, but is he better for the role? There's context, obviously. Here's the guy, right? He's just saying, Timothy Chalamet is an amazing actor who will build us for movie Ivan, but I can picture Avan Joji and Dev Patel more as a farm boy Ivan. And I show Peter this picture. Yeah, and I see what you're saying. I picture Papyri. You want Papyri to have kind of like that Jesus disciple look. He's a farmer boy. He has that Indian, Arab, Persian look. I'm like, yeah, Peter. Yeah, and I pictured that for your movie too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're all prepped, man. Like, you chose the right cast. I know, Peter. I can picture Danielle Menez as Mary, Ivan. Yeah, he tells me that, Peter. No, even seriously, I can picture her as Mary, Danielle Menez as Mary. And I'm like, yeah, Peter. He's like, holy shit. Yeah, you're all prepped, though. I'm like, yeah, Peter. He's by my super movie. Yeah. Yeah. And Jimo Hansu, you can picture him as the general. Yeah, I can picture Jimo Hansu as Cassie as the general of the army. He has that general, that leader look. Yeah, I know, Peter. You chose the right cast, man. I know, Peter. You know the look of Jimo Hansu in that movie? What's that movie called again? The movie that Zack Snyder did. Rebel Moon. Yeah, there you go. Rebel Moon. You know that look that Jimo Hansu had in Rebel Moon? You can picture him as Cassius. Picture that look for him as Cassius in my movie. You see this look here? You show Peter this, yeah, Peter the IRS teacher say, yeah, I can picture Jimo Hansu as a general of the army, yeah. See that look in Rebel Moon? Yeah, Jimo Hansu, the general of the Zayn army, playing my cousin. Yeah. He's Ivan. Yeah, I can picture him as a general of the army. Holy shit, that's a nice look, Ivan. I know, Peter. He wants to look something like that for my movie. Yeah, the general of the Zayn army. He's a general. Yeah, he plays the role of my cousin. That's why he's good for Zayn. I know I'm doing, man. I chose the right cast. I chose the right cast for Zayn, man. I know I'm doing. Yeah. Almost done here, guys. Yeah. Yeah. I don't say this be a masterpiece, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's what Zayn's be a masterpiece, guys. Yeah, man. You'll see my movie, my book, man. It'll be better than Lord of the Rings, guys. That's what good my movie will be, man. Look at a masterpiece. Amazing movie. Yeah. Yeah. That's, now you understand why Jimon Su is good for the part. You can picture him as he has that look of a leader. You can picture him as a general of the Zane army. You can picture him as my cousin in the movie, obviously. And John Boyega, my cousin too. Or Daniel Kaluuya. Daniel Kaluuya looks more like me because he's dark. He's from Uganda like me, obviously. Like, well, I'm Canadian, but my family I'm from Uganda. Obviously, so I have the Ugandan heritage, supposedly, right? I'm miracle birth, but I have the Ugandan heritage. I look Ugandan. I'm Ugandan. I'm very dark. My folks are from Uganda. Daniel Kaluuya is from Uganda too, from the same country as me. Was John Boyega's from Nigeria? He's an English Nigerian. I'm an African Canadian, an African Canadian. I'm sorry. That's what Daniel Kaluuya might be better than John Boyega. But I think John Boyega is better for the part. People tell me, yeah, Ivan, Daniel Kaluuya looks more like you, but I think John Boyega is better for the role because he has more of that sarcasticness in his character. Yes, that's why you see him in Star Wars. He's very sarcastic. John Boyega. He's a bit funny. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's very good for Tessa Tony's John Boyega. He's my first choice. I want to have Daniel Kaluuya compete with him, obviously. What about Michael B. Jordan? Michael B. Jordan's not good at all for Zanes, man. He doesn't have... Michael B. Jordan has too much of that American look. He looks too American. Whereas Daniel Kaluuya and John Boyega have more of that African look. That's why they're better for the role. Jimon Su has that African look. That's why they're better for the role. Michael B. Jordan's not good for Tessitonius. He's not good for the role at all, man. Because, yeah, Michael B. Jordan's not good for Tessitonius. He has too much of that American look. I know, Peter. Yeah. I see what you're saying. He doesn't have that African look. Yeah, he doesn't really look African. Yeah, he looks very American. He's not good for Tessitonius, Michael B. Jordan. He's not good for the role, man. His agent will call, but he's not good for the role, Michael B. Jordan. He's not good for the role, man. He's not. I can't picture him as Tessitonius. Yeah. Yeah. Jumon 2, I'll pay him his $10.4 million for his base. It's a good paycheck for him. I can give him like 9 point, like, I don't know, 6 million of the film profits. That's a good deal for Jumon 2. Yes, it's 2 million for the game, but you can give him like 500K, 600K for the merch. So you sign like a 22, 23 million deal. Jumon 2, which is like a $16, $17 million deal in his American money. Jumon 2 lives in America, right? Yeah, he lives in America, so he signed like a 16, 17 million deal in his American money. That's a good contract for him. He doesn't make it. Oh, I didn't thank you, man. How would I make like my 2 million? Yeah. Jimon Su has said in his videos he's worked in Hollywood for 20 years and he struggles to get like big paydays in Hollywood. He struggles to negotiate for good salaries in Hollywood because Hollywood still pays him shitty salaries, like $1 million, $2 million salaries. Yeah, he said that in an interview. Jimon Su. But for my movie, I'm making sure he gets paid. A rich salary, a rich contract. That way he works hard for me. He destroys the role of Cassius, the general of the army, and he's playing my cousin in the movie. My older cousin in the movie. You're going to see me, Jimon Su, John Boyega were close in the movie. We're cousins, man. Look at a sick movie, yeah. You see John Boyega, he talks to me in the trailer. He's like, cousin. I'm like, I know. You know what I'm saying? The whole was going crazy. Oh my God, Ivan! In the Volume 1 teaser, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, John, that's the guy from Star Wars. He's in the Zanes movie. Holy shit. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. The whole was going bonkers. It's crazy. And Eric and them are devils, man. Look at that sick movie. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, I talked for almost an hour and 40 minutes. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I was answering your Masters, guys. I showed you guys the demonic characters. You know what I'm saying? I showed you guys what I'm thinking of for the world. Yeah. Think of that, somebody like that for that look for Jimonzu, for Cassius. He has that look for General. He has his armor. He's royalty. He's part of the royal family. He's a general of the Zane army. Like, yeah, a sick movie, man. Because yeah, but Jimonzu is good for Cassius Ivan. I can picture him as Cassius Ivan. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, he's good for Cassius. No. Yeah. Yeah, Ivan, your wife VJ was born to play Lithia. I can picture Lithia, Ivan. Yeah, I know. VJ was born to play Lithia. VJ is Lithia, right? She was born to play Lithia, man. That's why she's like, alright, I can't wait for Lithia, Ivan. Knows that. I'm excited too. So excited, VJ. Think something like Arwen and Erwin, Ivan. People talking that for VJ and the woman. Yeah, I know. I think that's a sick movie. Yeah. There's a high chance I might choose someone else besides John Isaiah, because John Isaiah will be like 90 when he films a movie. He'll be too old. When you're 90, your body's done. You can barely even walk, man. That's why, yeah, here's a guy, he's too old, man. Yeah, you should go for someone else. You might tell me that. John Isaiah is 90. He's good for the role, but he's fucking old. He will not be able to do much for the movie. He's fucking old, man. Obviously. Because I have no worry about it. He'll be fine. I was like, we can have chairs for him and a good nutrition for him. He'll be fine, I know. He's good for the part, but the only thing that worries me about John Isaiah is his age. He's 79 now. When I film the movie, he'll be like 90 years old. Can a 90-year-old handle a year of work? I don't know, man. And he won't be able to do the fighting scenes. Because his body's done. Yeah, my body's done. I can't do fighting scenes in the movie. Like I'm not as young as I was doing the Rings, Ivan. You have to have stunt doubles jumping for him. But I'll see what happens. Yeah. I just wish John Isaiah was like 10 years younger. Man, he's so good for Eli, man. I can picture him as Eli. He has that powerful voice. Yeah, I mean, he has that powerful voice. He even kind of looks like VJ Ivan, I know. That's why he's good for the part, obviously. John Isaiah is Eli, the leader of Saphius. You might tell me, no, Ivan, I'm fine, man. I can work, but I can't do like Ivan. I can work for 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's Ivan. We can have chairs for him when he's tired. He can sit down. Because he's about to do. You know what I'm saying? We can have stunt doubles jumping for the fighting scenes, Ivan. He'll be fine. The robot Ivan, he'll make it. He'll make it to the premiere, to the world release premiere. He'll make it, Ivan. Here's my man's read. I know, Peter. No, I don't worry, but he'll make it. You know what I'm saying? He's my man's read for the movie. Peter. Yeah. All he cares about is his paycheck in the movie. He's a nerd. Yeah, he's my man's read the movie, Peter. That's actually funny. And that's why Scotch were in Hollywood, and Zane's were the best movies ever made. Anyways, guys, I talked for an hour and 42 minutes. That's good enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. My battery's running out, guys. Stay tuned. I'll make a video tomorrow. After my shift over 40 if I work, or tomorrow morning if I'm off. This is Admer. I'm signing off. Peace, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this amazing show I made for you. Peace out, guys. Don't hate me, I'm saying. Bye.